I'm Sam, and this is SamazingTravels.
Hey guys, week 8, 2 months of solid traveling under my belt. This week there was reunion time, like with multiple people. My dad happened to be in Spain. What a coincidence, right? So we met up in Sevilla, and I also met up with my friend Bianca, or Bunkers as I like to call her. We are actually like travel buddies from way, way back, like always. We always visit each other wherever we are, and she's living in Sevilla now, so that's specifically why I chose to visit Sevilla. It was really cool getting to reunite with my girl B and to see my dad too, and to be in Spain. I hadn't been there. This is gonna make me sound old. I haven't been there in like 15 years. The last time I was there, I had gone with Bianca, and we did like a Euro trip when we were 17. I still don't know how my parents let me go on that. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Brilliant. But that was the last time I was in Spain. So it was like seeing it again through new eyes and being an actual adult, I guess. It was great because it's a place where I speak the language, so, you know, easier to get by as opposed to Portugal, where I felt I had to like kind of wiggle my way through conversations to get things that I needed. I love tapas for the reason that it feels like you're just ordering a bunch of little appetizers, which usually at restaurants is kind of what's always most enticing to me. So the tapas front, still on point. Absolutely loved it. Sevilla has so much history, so much culture, like really a nice city to get back into. One thing though is at restaurants, you like sit down and they kind of like come right up to your table and they're like, okay, so what do you want? But they haven't given you a menu. And you're like, wait, I need a menu. They're like, oh, okay. It's like, ask for a menu, pro tip. And secondly, I think they do that because like a lot of places just serve kind of the same tapas. It's just basic Spanish food. So you're going to get almost the same thing everywhere. So if you like something, just order it wherever you are. You would look super cool if you're like, yeah, I want this, this, and this. Because they're like, damn, they already know. But that's really just what they're serving. That's like the one thing I noticed was kind of crazy. Oh, also, my friend B is in Sevilla to be in flamenco school. So she just quit a job like a champ and went to flamenco school in Spain. This is her second year. So we saw a flamenco show, one of professional dancers, and it was spectacular. I did not know it is improvised. Like flamenco is an improvised form of dancing, the shows. So the musicians are like looking at the dancers and the dancers are kind of sending signals back. It was extremely cool to see that through those eyes, knowing that it's improv. Anyway, a lot went on this week. I need you to see it all right here in the week in review.
Catching flights, not feelings. When taking the bus from the airport and then walking 15 minutes only costs €4 compared to a taxi or an Uber that costs 35, and you're walking the streets of Sevilla at night when nothing's open, like 1 a.m., a random Wednesday. It's pretty cool. No one's around. It was also slightly creepy, but I still felt safe somehow. I don't know. The Airbnb I booked has an epic terrace. Check it, boom, check it. I was told most buildings in Sevilla actually have terraces like this, so you can't go wrong. Random beautiful church in the street. I swear to God, Five Guys has taken over Europe. Like, what? Christmas lights already up? What energy crisis. Now we're heading to El Real Alcazar. People always be standing in the line when they know the internet exists. The Alcázar of Sevilla is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The palace was built by the Christians on the site of a Muslim residential fortress. So there is architecture here from both styles. I mean, you can see that Moorish design right here in the front of the buildings with the arches and the intricate details. It was absolutely gorgeous just to go there and check all that stuff out. Every courtyard was serene and beautiful, and the tile work, the engravings were just so impressive. Room after room of things like this. I mean, I just ate it up. It was gorgeous. Are you looking at that? I mean, wow. I felt like it was the perfect blend of both styles and cultures. And then, of course, you have these wonderful gardens, which, by the way, I didn't know when I was there, but Game of Thrones is filmed right on this balcony. One or two of the scenes, and, well, they have pets running around.
Here we are,
Hey!
taking it easy. In Sevilla.
In Sevilla, let's do a 360. That's cool. Dad and I did a lot of drinking, eating, and exploring the city, like this Plaza San Francisco, a square in the old city. It's home to City Hall and the Bank of Spain. Plus, it's pretty. Moorish, Roman, and Andalusian style, all next to each other on one street. Rooms in this hotel can go for 5,000 buckaroos a night, so bring your wallet. Orange wine, very famous yet not orange. Weird. Look who's here! Yay! It's Bianca.
Hey, vlog!
The reunion begins. We started with wine on the terrace and then ended up at a flamenco show. But first, we were reminiscing about France.
Raymond, shout out if you're watching!
Like I said, B moved to Sevilla for flamenco, so she did not want to be late at all to the show. So we took an Uber and ended up an hour and a half early.
Fucking 7.
Yeah, but they'll open the doors in 30 minutes.
In 30 minutes? No, they don't. We were so early, they were rehearsing still when we got there, and they closed the door so we wouldn't see what they were doing, for the show. But once we got our seats, we had a front row. It was spectacular. I just want to remind you, it's all improvised. Listen. You're out on a Saturday. Apparently this never happens.
No, it happens. I just these people live on the street, and I'm like, I have a bed. I have Netflix.
And by on the street, she doesn't mean homeless. She means
No.
they like being out.
They leave their house and they don't come back for a long time. Sometimes until the next day. So
Look at this, viven en la calle, and they love it. I love it too. Casually strolling along the riverbank, and then all of a sudden it's like a club outdoors right now.
at 5 p.m.
Here's the Plaza de Toros. It's a 12,000 seat capacity bull ring in the heart of the city. This is the Torre de Oro, built by the Moors in the 1200s and turned into a prison in the Middle Ages. What's very cool is you can go up to the top and have a great view of the city. And here is a nice sunset.
That was good. You're hitting the accents.
Am I?
Yeah.
I did it?
You hit the accents.
What does that mean?
Like, the changes. The
Not quite sure how it went from flamenco to this.
sensual.
Oh, you want to see this?
Sensual. Yes, behind the scenes.
BTS behind the scenes of Sam's. Not yet.
Making this old lady crouch.
Look at her. She's looking good, doesn't she?
Knees.
Time to hit Alameda, the party district.
My eyes are watery. I'm yawning.
Because you don't have a cocktail in you yet. Next day, we hit up Plaza de España. It was built in 1928 for the Ibero-American Exposition of the following year, and it is absolutely gorgeous.
I'm feeling not as tired as I thought I would be.
Well, we slept till 10 a.m.
I slept till 8. I cannot sleep past 8.
Anyone else feel that shade, or was it just me? Perfect plaza, perfect stroll, just beautiful.
When Sam tells me shh.
The Plaza de España is in Park Maria Luisa, which, as you can see, has brilliant gardens and even more beautiful buildings surrounding it and fountains like this one. After all that beautifulness, I had to eat. This is salmorejo. Oh my God. So good. Of course, we all have to have Spanish ham, and I can never help it. I need calamari every time, all the time. Moving on to Giralda Tower and the Cathedral of Sevilla, you can buy a combo ticket to go up the tower, which, by the way, was originally built in the 1100s by the Moors for the great mosque of Sevilla, and the Catholics added to it in later years. Fun fact, no stairs. Those were ramps you saw me going up. It has a fantastic view of the entire city. And then you got to go to the cathedral and see all the gold. That is the tomb of Christopher Columbus, or so they say. His bones are in there. Santo Domingo in Dominican Republic also claimed to have his bones. So we don't really know, I guess, who's telling the truth, because it was hundreds of years ago. Favorite part about this was this plaza with the sour orange trees. In Game 1 of the World Cup, B's out here.
Almost didn't make it,
Almost.
but I'm here.
She almost didn't make it. She was late and the bar was at capacity. But you got lucky and we made friends with those two old Canadian guys sitting next to us.
Action shot.
Next day, took a stroll through Triana, saw B at her flamenco class, and it was time to watch the important game. We didn't win, but the bar did. They literally ran out of draft beer. Incredible. Thank God there were bottles.
You know what it's time for? Me to say subscribe, like, comment, do all those fun things. And I have many more adventures to come. Weeks and weeks and weeks. Because guess what? That's what I'm doing now. So, hope to see you next Monday. That's creepy. These excellent camera moves are brought to you by none other than Alyssa Lichtenberger, which you will see in one of next week's vlogs if you watch, because you should.